What's your favorite Pokemon? Don't use their name. Mine is Kick Chicken. Yeah, I'm trembling too. Good champion. Bad champion. Fire type is a spectrum. People used to put the Rumakas peep in their clothes to keep themselves warm. It is said to burn down kingdoms of people who ignore truth, due to being consumed by greed. N in the games. 1. Pokemon champion. 2. Catches a legendary. 3. Best character. N in the anime. 1. Can't battle. 2. No legendary. 3. Human shield. Pokemon Legends ZA. Water. Pokemon Legends ZA. Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Water. Crying baby on the bus. Pokemon edition. Doesn't care. Tries to comfort the baby. Mildly annoyed. Is the reason they're crying. Draco Meteor's baby. 3D animated battle models. Literally the champion. All Team Flare members, including grunts. The Lions could just. No. They can't. Yay, we beat N in silver. Good job, son. Having a dad is awesome. Yay. I love you, son. Finally found a Pokemon Center. And the foreigner and his Pokemon were so ugly. People began throwing up at the sight of them, and babies started crying, and mirrors would break down. The ugly Pokemon in question. I'm evolving my EV. At night. Hey dad, I learned a new move today. That's great, son. What is it? Draco Meteor. Lucas and Dawn looking at their family tree and seeing their great-great-grandparents are identical to them. First, I must tell you, I'm the king of Team Plasma. Who the duck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. Me showing up to the Poke Center with my fainted Squirtle who just got blasted by a cosmic energy beam that could destroy planets by an ancient god. 1999. What's that? We are from the future. Whoa. No way. This is so cool. Huh. Gen 10 double packs will cost £160. Game Freak. Me. This one sparks joy. This one does not spark joy. Do some swimming at 7:36 am. My brother Inarcheus. I can't. Nobody wants to sit with him because he only talks about Pokemon Bulk version 2. Pokemon Right version 2. Say something smart. Kowalski. Chimcha gains a tail in evolution, while Grookey loses one. You must understand Sonic. I just really love Latinus. Pokemon fans when Game Freak creates another game that looks and performs worse than Sonic Boom Rise lyric on Wii U. Some say Trico is the best. Some say it's Torchic. But deep down we all know that we do like Mudkips. If Cubone wears the skull of its mother, then where would the other skulls come from if it has siblings? He was asking too many questions. Let me get this straight. Are you saying quack with let's say good Pokemon? I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Tepig evolves into Pignite. Me. Lusamine. For a time, even you were adorable to me. Lusamine. But you changed. You've become ugly. Let's see how many fans we have. Wow, look. Nothing. Bulbasaur and Heracross don't seem to get along with each other. Tell me more. Go play. Later. So I was checking the Pokemon Sun and Moon art book, and in one of the pages I found Pikachu Shuten. Me when a power scaler asks where it ever says a Pokemon can do insert stupidly broken power they have. Regigigas in law. I single-handedly pulled the continents together with a rope. Regigigas in games. Slow start followed by Sadananan. Hey Ashy boy, I'm gonna catch 'em all and prove to Gramps that I'm way better than you. Well then I hope you have fun wasting space in your PC on these 8 jots. Wait, I thought you cared about catching them all too because your last nap. Gary, some Pokemon are just terrible, okay? He does exactly what I do, but better. That one trainer you missed on Route 2. A critical hit. My starter in an Nuzlocke. Now this is pod racing. The internet. They're the same picture. What Pokemon sneezes all the time? Pikachu. Why not be a drug dealer in the Pokemon world? We got shrooms, bath salts, crystal moth, pearls, strange herbs. The wild Sudowoodo watching me drop my pants and pass all over it because I thought it was a tree. Tell him off, SpongeBob, assert yourself. That's my primate. Great. Now let him have it. You can have it. Gogoat is the best Pokemon because it is the greatest of greatests of all time. Where should I put my pen? Knee. Will never turn into FI. My Delphox after Legends CA gives it a mega evolution. I take great solace in your flammability. Hey Ashy boy, have you ever stopped to wonder why some Pokemon just outright snack and are not worth catching? Oh, you mean Pokemon like Magikarp or Phoebus? All they ever do is splash around. They're just pathetic. They eventually evolve though. I was more so referring to those lowlives you see over there. Yeah, those are the ones no one wants. Too bad some trainers and Team Rocket don't listen to my warnings. In fact, I'd argue they're even more incompetent than you. Gary, I caught a Butterfree and a Noctowl you piece of. If I had a nickel for every time a Generation 1 first stage poison type was just a purple ball with eyes and a mouth surrounded by strange gas, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Everyone makes fun of and redesigns your favorite Pokemon. You don't care because you love him, even if no one else does. When I'm playing Pokemon Emerald and I see my favorite ghost type, hello Shuppet. I got my first shiny. Crewmate, there is one imposter among us. Every trash has its masterful recreation. Fire type Pokemon, I can shoot fire at my enemies. Grass type Pokemon, I can control nature. Psychic type Pokemon, and isn't the thought enough to lift you off the ground? Professor Oak telling his grandson Ash's family now. Heatran is the only legendary Pokemon to not have either an alternate form, evolution, or relation to another Pokemon. This party snack. I wish I was at Mount Coronet playing with my magma stone. My feet hurt. I need magma. Pokemon Anime. Surrender now, Giovanni. Your pathetic grunts are no match for the league's superhuman. Sabrina, use Tentacular Torsion. Tentacular or a variant Torsion.exe. As you wish, sir. Strong Pokemon. Weak Pokemon. That is only the selfish perception of people. Truly skilled trainers should try to win with their favorites. Alright. My favorite Pokemon are the strong ones. Okay. Hello Ray from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Hello Tommy Vercetti from Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Mega Evolution. When the HM sleeve makes it to the Hall of Fame. Who invited my man Blood? Bro thinks he's on the team. Amora is one of the worst fossil Pokemon ever. It has terrible types and it's very slow. Tyrantrum is a better fossil Pokemon than Aurorus in every way. Quit having fun. A simple item use on a location. Nah seems way too complicated. Meanwhile a gen earlier. So to get the 3 Funyunan and Regis, you need 2 specific Pokemon on 2 specific slots. Use a ton of specific moves on specific spots. Wait 2 minutes for one of them. Circle the entry K for another. And on top of all that, you need to learn Braille to understand anything. Have fun. Basculin. Masculine. The Mount Rushmore of the greatest Pokemon husbanders of all time. The Mount Rushmore of the greatest Pokemon wafers of all time. If I had a nickel for every time a 2-stage evolution had an explosion gimmick, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Team Rocket just trying to be comedic. Nintendo. The gift of prophecy. I can't wait to play Pokemon Showdown. Fire. I wonder who I'm up against. Regieleki. God of all Pokemon, that just shows itself to very few selected people. A kid who wants it in another color. Me going on about my day after sending my Pokemon back from my Pokewalker to my Soul Silver. A wild oddish joining me moments later. Well, I got Soul Silver again. I can't wait to get some of my favorite Pokemon of this generation like Glaceon and Gliss. There's no Ice Bulk in Johto nor Kanto, so there's no way for you to get a Glaceon in the game. Duck. And Gliscor's Heart Gold exclusive. Duck. First, I must tell you, I'm the king of Team Plasma. You piece of shit. You kept killing my Levny. I don't understand why people love you so much. Get the duck out from me. All of you, get out. Except you. Pika. The Rock. Brock the Rock. You done gone did it now. You encountered a wild Hitmonlee. Not gonna lie, this is basically how it feels like facing Zygarde in Dynamax Adventures. Random citizens in Lumio's city when my Hippowdon uses Earthquake while I'm battling on their building's rooftop. Why you got so many necklace? Me with no Master Balls approaching any legendary Pokemon. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way, the choice is yours. I caught you. Now you're mine. Don't you already have a girlfriend? I can have up to 6 on my team. Still got space. Men never actually grow up, they just evolve. What coffee table are we getting, babe? I'm 22 years old, I work for the government, and this is my bed. Maybe our government is in better hands than I thought. You got that crystal? Got it right here. Pikachu seems interested in your mom. They say 90% of people find love here. You must be the 10%. I bet he's talking to other girls. How to beat Dusknoir. Find someone who loves you as much as Pikachu loves his bottle of ketchup. I never asked you if you wanted to battle other Pokemon or wanted to leave your Pokeball to stretch your legs. You've always just been a tool to me. Fun fact, Ash has never, not even once, put Pikachu back in his Pokeball in 700 plus episodes, 15 movies, and 50 or so specials. That's around 15 years, 5 regions, the Orange Islands, and the Battle Frontier, 44 or so gyms, 5 Pokemon League tournaments, not even once. Women. C's. Am I chubby? Of course no C's. Men. Am I fat, bro? I know 5 fat ace guys, and you are 4 of them. He protect. He attack. But most importantly, Ash never came back. Shut the duck up ho. We listening to some real music. Pokemon rap. Big Man Blastoise. Genuina. Blastoise. Official. Thinking about that Charizard I gave away when I was 12. When I was a kid, a new set of starter Pokemon getting revealed had the cultural weight of a presidential selection to me. My parents in their 30s. Let's buy a house. Me in my 30s. Ekans, what are you doing? Oh my god. Ekans, believe in your dreams. Be a water type. Not many get the chance to witness such an epic battle. Evolving Pokemon back then. Level up. Stone. Trade. Evolving Pokemon now. During a Friday at 5:55 AM on top of the Eiffel Tower when it is raining. Do 20 jumping jacks while screaming into your Nintendo Switch, which is being held upside down with one hand while simultaneously eating 5 slices of pizza with your other hand when your Pokemon is at exactly 2 HP. The Pokemon Company. Fear the dragon. The dragon. Okay, this one's kind of sick. This is the hardest challenge I've faced in gaming history. Leafeon. Come back when you've made 20 friends. Just saw your text. Sorry it's been a crazy day. Me all day. POV. You see a scalper get 800 boxes of prismatic evolutions. Swampert, I want you to have my special leaf. Or thanks. What makes it so special? It is extra pointy. Cut. In loving memory. Swampert. Hone has the most well-rounded starter Pokemon trio. I feel like, no matter which one you choose, it's a very good choice. The 4 horsemen of worst shiny Pokemon. Get in the ball. Please get in the ball. I wasn't asking. The cashiers were really nice. Sort of odd, but nice. They offered to watch my Pokemon for no charge at all. Label created. We have your package. Has stolen your package. Out for delivery. Delivery. Me at 30 still playing Pokemon. Hey dad, I caught a weird orange fish while you were in the bathroom. I like guys that go to the gym. Me. POV, you press A again, even though your team has just been healed. Okay, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds. You. Time. Me high as duck, vibing with my cat. What is my reason to live? Mew. You're right. I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. 4 GB RAM on Switch. 4 MB RAM on N64. The mood for today. Second frames of Pokemon sprites. Why does this Magikarp look like it's about to kill its entire clan? When you find the other guy who was thought to be another firefighting starter. The most iconic battle in the history of Pokemon. These new Pokemon forms are getting out to hand. I would go to school if this was the teacher, this was the uniform, this was the bus, this was the lunch. Ultra Sun. If a childhood has made friends with his bullied, Drampa will find the bully's house and burn it to the ground. Gary and Silver. The adventure that started it all. I finished my Gen 1 Pokemon drawing. Pokemon spoilers. This is so ducking funny. Nate, wait. Get sis. Nate, I hate you. Kid tells a slightly dirty joke at the table. His siblings, who didn't understand it. His dad. His grandparents. Leader Winona would like to battle. Here it comes. RTX off. RTX on. I'm about to close combat a level 100 Blissey on DP. Good way to pass time during quarantine. She dead yet? No. They are shaped the same, like friends ready to hug. 1998 to 2005. Classic era. 2007 to 2012. Nostalgic era. 2013 to 2018. 3D era. 2019 to present. Post-irony. Where is Torkoal? Catching Kyogre in a Master Ball because it's easier. Catching Kyogre in a Great Ball for the color coordination. Catching Shiny Kyogre in a Master Ball for the color coordination. When you're 2 steps away from the exit of a cave and you encounter a wild Pokemon, it's a shiny. Born December 1999. Born January 2000. Let's all remember how hard Mesprit and the 3 legendary bad trio were to catch. Hello Feraligatr from Pokemon. Hello Big Flopper from Russia. Chikorita evolved during Johto journeys. Cyndaquil evolved during Sinnoh return. We want justice for this guy. His mom should be proud of his first words. Red. Words are unnecessary. Do you think going on an island in the middle of the sea is gonna make you win? Think Groudon. Think. Children, I can explain. Dad, your signature move can be any type and mine just has a high critical hit ratio. You think that's bad? After I use mine, I have to wait a turn before I can even attack again. You guys have signature moves. Level 5. Who's my cute little pokey baby? Level 100. Who's my big tough killing machine? To be honest, Ash is that trainer we should all strive to be. Mom, wouldn't you rather be one of these small, cute ones, like your siblings? Son, no. I want to be Tangela. Follow your dreams, I guess. 13 years old today are struggling with their relationships. At this age, I was struggling to choose between Turtwig, Chimchar or Piplup. Teacher, the exam won't be that hard. The exam. Don't ever talk to me or my son again. Babe, what's wrong? I miss you so much. It's a shame Megas didn't make a comeback, but I also feel Game Freak dropped the ball by not including this Dragonite as a Gigantamax form. Pokemon I used to like as a kid. Pokemon I like now. Mega Evolve. Mega Evolution in a Alola region is nothing more than a sentimental cheap shot. Me who loved Mega Evolution. What the first non-legendary Dragon Steel Pokemon could have looked like. What we got. Mimikyu that look up to other Pokemon. Totodile seeing Meganium being a center point of new Pokemon Snap, and Cyndaquil being a starter again. Person, what do you do in Pokemon? Me, I shiny hunt. Person, so you must have a lot of shiny Pokemon. Me. God, remember when the Pokemon anime was so desperate to keep up Ash's losing streak that they made some random dude bust out 2 ducking legendaries at the Sinnoh League, raising a shit ton of questions, all just to keep Ash from winning anything. So Pokemon just made a plush of Joltik eating a Yamper's ace, and people say Pokemon is for kids LMRO. Today I realized that Bellsprout the god can throw a punch equal in strength to this legendary 6 feet plus metal golem. New Pokemon Snap comes out tonight, so here's my favorite picture I ever shot in the original N64 one. Holy moly, Pokemon bulk and write took cards to the moon, like GameStop stocks. It's ironic because you probably sold your copy to them.